What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Team in 1993. Um, got a video talking about on Undisputed, Skip and Shannon talking about is Cam's NFL career over once we got bait.
Fitness gear, I can't afford you.
Don't give up the things you love.
Of course,
State
we
Farm
start
has
with
raised
an
it.
ad.
You mean Cam's NFL future is over?
Well, I definitely believe Cam's time in Carolina is over. And it doesn't
Agreed.
look good. Skip, he was on Ryan Clark. I'm going to give Ryan Clark some love. His podcast.
Yep.
And he said that he entered into some effed up situations.
True.
Well, if he entered those situations, you remember how late that he signed with the New England Patriots. You remember how late he signed. The season was already going on when he signed with the Carolina Panthers. How is this not another effed up situation? He said he put himself in those effed up situations that he couldn't succeed in. So how is that any different now? He hasn't been in an OTA. He hasn't been in the mini camp. He's going to be late arriving to training camp. So how is that not another effed up situation?
I mean, it's a little bit better being in training camp than coming in like
excuses, but that's what it sounds like.
10 of the
Because you
season.
knew that was the situation you were going into. You knew they had already had OTAs. You knew they had already had mini camp. You knew they were 2 weeks away, 3 weeks away from going to training camp. And you accepted that. So if you accept something, Skip, you can't then come back and say it was a bad situation. You put
He
yourself
took full
in that situation,
responsibility,
Skip.
though.
Well, he said the New England situation was effed up.
Yeah.
Yet he got a training camp. I don't know. What more could you ask for?
But and I get it. He says, "Well, I'm going to the line, and I got formations and sets and yada yada yada, encourages, and I get all of that." But how would this situation that he would go into now be any different than those situations? He's going to get it even
It's
later.
not a
start,
COVID
Skip.
year.
So for me, and can Cam be a backup? I'm talking about Skip. Go in, Cam, you the backup. It's hard, Skip. It's hard when you've been that guy. A lot of guys, Skip, if you're a starting quarterback and you're not the MVP level or something like that, you can get you another 6-7 years. You get a guy like Fitzmagic.
Yeah.
Skip, Fitzmagic come in there with a great backup. He get his opportunity, boom, he go back to the bench. Or Josh McCown.
Yep.
Skip, Josh McCown played all those years as a backup.
He's pretty good as a backup.
Agreed.
Skip, that's my Cam.
Yep.
When you've been
I got
rookie
it.
of the year, when you've been an MVP, when you've taken a team to the Super Bowl, Skip, it gets hard. Even Joe Flacco had to swallow some pride because Joe Flacco was the Super Bowl winning quarterback. But Joe Flacco didn't have the aura.
But Joe Flacco tried to put
around him
himself
that
in
Cam
situations
had.
where he could
So it's
start
gonna
like
be
the
very, very
Jets.
difficult. Skip, I'm not saying that the door is completely closed on his NFL career. But it's close. I believe it's closer to being closed than it is being ajar. That's just me.
Yeah. I gotta go to closed. And I hate to say this publicly because I have always loved and admired Cam Newton because I'm attracted to rare and he's just flat out rare.
But I don't know if he possessed that now, Skip, with all the
No, I'm talking about in the big
Oh, yeah,
picture.
okay.
This was some special stuff that I'd never quite seen before. He is a huge man, as you know.
Yes.
He's a full 6'6". What we give him, 250.
250. Yeah. Lean. I mean, he had abs. He was looking like
Yes.
that
Yes.
way back.
And big arm.
Mhm.
It's hard to win an MVP in this league.
Yeah.
And he did that.
He did that.
Mhm.
And yet, in the end, his charisma, his magnetism, and his supreme self-confidence, which were his strength, became his weakness because
I'll agree with that.
he's so full of himself in a great way that it began to turn off other people in bad ways.
Correct.
And sometimes it set him apart from his
Agreed.
team, and it was hard to be the leader when you're in the end you're more of a solo act than you are a team.
Superman.
leader.
Right.
You're not one of the guys because you're just better than them and you know it.
A lot of the antics that Cam Newton did out of the game, they celebrate Joe Burrow for.
That's true.
Smoking cigarettes,
No, I agree.
cigars, and having the big chains
I
on, and
agree.
having the shade.
That is true.
We killed Cam.
They love Joe Burrow for it.
Man, why
Be
Cam
on
can't
Joe
stay?
Burrow's nuts
And
for
it
it.
happened. But and so Cam created this persona.
The
and
wave,
like you
boy.
said, maybe it's
What a
too much of a
wave.
persona from some other team to take on. Skip, it's tough, and that's why I'm like, it's not. And how was the situation again, Skip? I'm gonna go back. How from some other team to take on, Skip? It's tough, and that's why I'm like, it's not. And how was the situation again, Skip? I'm gonna go back. I know I'm vulnerable. I know the coverage, and I know boom, 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 boom. If I have to think about any of the, I had a coach tell me all the time, Shannon, if you hesitate, you beat. He who hesitates is beat.
Yep.
That's the one.
Sharpie S Gel. The power of Sharpie, now in a gel pen. These old notes made me $43. I uploaded them to StuDocu, and they made me an offer of $43. It took about a minute to do, and I get money for work I already did. It was last semester. I'm pretty sure they take notes, exam prep, all of that, and for almost all schools and courses. I honestly don't know why you wouldn't do it. StuDocu has over 10 million documents from hundreds of thousands of students, so they're building one of the best student resources in the world. Any
Can we skip the ad, please? Not click on the ad. Skip the
One
ad.
position, Skip. You can't hesitate, or you take the shot. Justin Fields took to the sheet.
Yep.
So I just, Skip, I just don't see a scenario out there right now. If we saw Baker Mayfield, Skip, it took him what? Here we are in July 6th.
Yep.
Before he got a job.
Garoppolo's still sitting out there.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. It's tough, man. It's tough.
Cam Newton was not born to be a backup
No,
quarterback in
no.
the National Football League. He's too good. He's too big. He's too real. He's too Cam to be a backup
Right.
quarterback. And I will say, every time he does another podcast, you referred to Ryan Clark's, he inevitably says something that outrages half the people because that's who he is.
Yeah.
He just blurts.
Yeah.
He says what's in his heart and on his mind. And I love that about him, but sometimes the owner of the team
Yeah,
doesn't
only
love
general managers might not necessarily
No,
like that.
but they don't always love it.
True.
So the point was,
I hope not,
he
though.
played a way that had a shelf life because
Yeah.
he did what he was best at. He could throw the hell out of it.
Yeah.
He could also run over people.
Right.
And he just said, yeah, I'll run over people. I'll never forget some of those big division battles against the Falcons.
Falcons,
He's running
Saints.
over Falcons and Saints at the goal
Yeah.
line, right?
Yes.
He's saying, what are you doing, man? You're not going to last that
You
long.
got a shelf life, Skip.
Okay.
Any running back that runs to contact, runs
Yeah.
to collision. Can you imagine a quarterback running to contact? You definitely, when you take that kind of punishment, the reason why Tom Brady and some of these other quarterbacks were able to last, Skip, they don't take those kind of hits. You can't make a living as a quarterback. I don't care how tough you are mentally, physically, or emotionally. You keep taking shots like that, trying to run over defensive linemen and linebackers, It's cutting. Okay, that's 6 games off your career. That's 12 games. Okay, you take
I don't
1
agree
year
with
off
this part, though.
because that's how many hits you've taken over the year. Cam took so many. I believe Cam took 2 great years off his career.
I agree. It reminds me in a way
His
of
worst
my
injury
all-time
is
most
shoulder
favorite
injury that
athlete,
he got
Muhammad
from-
Ali,
Yes.
who I had
Not
poster
from
on my
running the
wall
ball.
when I was in high school. You can only take so many shots.
Yeah.
And he took so many from, especially from Joe Frazier,
Yeah.
that finally you're just going to fail,
Yes.
man. And to me, Cam was the equivalent of Ali in football, where your body just says, I can't do
No
this
mas,
anymore.
no mas.
No mas. And in the end, like I campaigned a year ago, I'd like to see my Cowboys. Would he be the perfect backup quarterback to Dak? Jerry's not going to do that.
No, hell no.
He's just not going to do it. He's too big. The aura is too huge. And people will be fearful he's going to start making waves because he knows he belongs out there.
Right.
He's a
Yeah,
starting
first time
quarterback.
he
Yeah, I
loses
think
something
it's,
with
he
that.
said also on Ryan's podcast,
Yeah.
he said that, I know they're not 32, but Cam, at some point in time, you just can't base it on what you've done. You can't say, well, I won an MVP. I was rookie of the year. So
There's not
therefore,
32
that
quarterbacks
keeps
better
me
than him
in the
right
top
now.
32 for perpetuity. No.
You're not gonna tell me
You got
Daniel
to prove
Jones is
in
better than
pro
Cam.
sports,
Like, come on,
you
stop.
have to update that resume. So you got to prove that you're one of the best 32. You can't just say it because of what you've done. I need to see it. I got a short skip. I don't remember things like I used to. I need to see it. Now, in 2021, Cam was not one of the best 32. I'm sorry.
He was better than
So in
Sam.
the end, big picture, if I look at his career, I love people who win at every level.
Yes.
And he had an issue at Florida, but he got signed by Florida when Florida was the top dog. Man.
Yeah.
I mean, when Tebow there?
Tebow's there, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So he's signed by Florida, and he has an issue, and he winds up at Blinn Junior
Junior
College.
College.
And all he does is put Blinn Junior College on his big shoulder pads and say, we're going to the national championship. They went and won it.
Yes.
Facts.
And then he transfers to Auburn, and what did they do?
In 1 year.
One
Won
year, they won it all.
And I don't know if he had an offensive player. He might not have had an offensive player play more than a year in the NFL.
Facts.
And he did that.
And then he went, and not only did he win the MVP in 2015, but he put that team on his shoulders and took them to the Super Bowl. And I know people blasted him for the way he handled himself after the game. I had no
He
problem with
won.
it because Von Miller just took the game over. They couldn't block him.
Oh, you're talking about Super
They
Bowl.
couldn't block him.
Yeah.
They couldn't keep him off Cam Newton.
Right.
And he won the game sort of single-handedly.
Yeah.
He took Cam Newton, the
Right.
MVP, right out
Him
of the
and
game.
DeMarcus Ware.
Yes.
And Cam had a bad game. I got it. Peyton didn't have a very good game. He
No.
didn't have a much better game than Cam. In fact, I think Cam's QBR was better than Peyton's
It was.
that day.
But the way the Broncos
Yep.
defense was playing that way, unless Cam Newton played MVP level football, and it still was going to take a lot, that defense. I mean, you saw what they did. I mean, they held Tom Brady to 19 points.
Yep, I agree. If this is it for Cam Newton, I believe he's had an iconic
Yeah,
run
he's
as
had
a
an
quarterback.
unbelievable career.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Hall
I
of
don't
Fame.
use that word very often. When I look at the body
HOF.
of work, all
Yeah.
the way back to Blinn and
HOF.
Auburn and
Yeah.
I say
MVP and
Yeah.
Super Bowl,
Yeah.
right?
And there's nothing to be
They
ashamed
gonna hate on
about
him,
with
though.
Cam's career.
Yeah. And does he have a future in our business? If he chose,
Yeah.
he does. I think he's sensational at the
Right.
microphone.
Yes.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our.
Well, there's the end of the thing. So let me know in the comment section below. Do you think Cam's career is over, or will he find another team? This is your boy, Mr. T, 1993. Appreciate your time. I'm out.